they don't change color, whether they have to miss it or not. Okay. So based on that, what is this guy? Table and then DT.
Column of the tables where you want to remain solid block or things.
Exactly. So if you want the border to be thin and solid block, then you can call this method. If you change your mind and you want it to be thick, then you change it.
That's
And
just for the columns.
the borders of the columns, only the columns, right? But if you have columns, all of the columns go inside the rows, all of the rows go inside the tables, therefore by doing the column, you have the whole table, right?
CSS is free.
Underlines, if you want something to be underlined, this will be tables, and so I want the columns of the table to go ahead and get them underlined. And what do? I go ahead and say text decoration, and then combine is underline. Okay. Text alignment over here will be to the right. Yes.
Are these all predetermined or did you write them?
These ones, the names or the commands?
The methods.
The methods.
The methods
you
are
write them.
picked up from different places, but you can actually call these anything you want, as long as it's a TD, that's for the columns. Over here, you can call them whatever you want.
Okay.
The same thing, not the visited, but this one here. Okay. TD center, because it makes sense that you want to center that, but you can call it whatever you want. And this one basically, I wouldn't call this center and bold, because not only are you centering the text, but also you're making the text bold. Right?
And Professor, which drawing on the board is TD? Would that be the?
TD is, okay,
Oh.
that's not clear here. So you have your table, and then you have your row. So the row is TR, right? And the TDs are the columns. TD.
Still going that way, okay.
Right, TD are the columns. So instead of what we're doing in Java, that we're saying RC or RC color, in these guys it's actually RDs. Even though there's no D on the column,
So it is still going, okay.
still going the same way, right? So I center it like that, and that's all I have. You can put as many as you want, as many as you need, and you can use them any way you want. Hundreds. And notice that this guy doesn't have anything else except the methods. Nothing else, no commands, no nothing. The only requirement is that it has to be a CSS.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. So all you do is you put your methods in there and you can go wild with it. So how do we use those things? Very carefully. So here I have a whole bunch of things here. And let me give you what it prints like. This is the result of this little PHP that I'm going to show you. How to center, how to change the backgrounds and the colors, how to center with the warning. Remember the warning command? How to do underlines inside the column. How to have borders inside the column. How to make it bold. How to make it right justified. And all of these was done using the little methods. So to change this is really, really easy, because you don't really have to do any programming. Just call the method. That's it for you. So you want to see how that's done? Yeah, okay. The only two requirements that you have to have are these two. You have to put right inside the head, and it has to be inside the head. You put link, REL, and it has to be exactly like it says, a style sheet. Okay? So this one knows that what you're doing right now is you're activating the CSS, and the type of data is going to be text and it's going to be CSS. And then the href is what?
That's a link to the CSS file, not CSS.
To this file that where we have all of the methods. Okay? So on any page that you do throughout the whole program, that you need to go ahead and access that guy, all you have to do is put this guy here, and that will go ahead and basically will extend this, including the CSS page. We have all of your methods in there.
Question, Professor, what I don't understand is the word style sheet, rel, what's that?
Rel,
Yeah, rel equals style sheet, why the word style sheet, because I don't see that.
is style, because what happens is that the CSS is called styles. That's the style that you want to give the website. Okay? You have the text, the type of text that you want it, and then the style is with the center, with where the line, high, color, this and that, right? And so the requirement is that you have to put it in there that you want the REL to be a style sheets. It has to be there, okay?
What's
REL, I have no idea. Release, no?
Relation,
Relation?
relate,
Yeah, depends who wrote it. Maybe a Java guy wrote it, and he meant something else.
Okay, sure.
So those three things you have to have, and they have to be exactly like that, okay? And that will be on the exam, on the final, right?
What, CSS?
No, this one that we were talking about.
Okay.
Those three, okay, after that.
I have the video right here.
Volume, volume.
The other one that you have to have is this one here, and that one will go inside the body. Yeah. This one is the style, all right? Type equals text slash CSS. So the first one was in the heading, and the second one is inside the body. Okay, right inside the body is right. Now, the other thing that you can do is the methods that we saw just now, you can put them inside here, between the style. Okay? That's what he has.
So you don't have to create in another CSS file?
No, the way he has it is that he's got all of those methods right inside each one of the pages. That becomes a big problem because.
Yeah, because then you have to change each one individually if you want to
Yeah,
change
if
that.
you have 50
That's
pages
okay.
on your website, then you have to go one by one. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, method's outdated.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna see how you call the methods.
it's good you made one page.
So we're creating here, what is this guy here?
At your table.
A table, right? So we're creating a table that goes from here to here. And then we're creating, this is what?
This is your row.
A row, and then I have 3 columns, right?
Is that calling the method right there, the class guy?
Exactly.
Okay.
So on the first column, I'm go ahead and put normal. On the second column, I'm telling it, go ahead and class equals sky. That means go ahead and call a method that I call a sky. Okay? But what else is there? What else can you deduct from here? If you go and look at the method, what is the actual name of the method? TD sky. Exactly, because it's inside this TD guy. Okay? So it automatically calls the TD sky, and then what I'm doing is I'm just typing this, and whatever sky says, which I think is blue,
Light blue.
is gonna apply that color to this guy,
The letters, okay.
to the letters, right? Then I go on the third column, I say, okay, now I want a class called money, so it goes and looks for a method called TD period money, and I don't know exactly what that has, but I think the color is gray. Green?
Green.
Green? Let's see if that is true. Yeah, so we got normal,
Yeah, light blue and green.
we got the light blue, and we got the green guy.
Oh.
Right? And this table, that particular table has a double, and the border is 2. Remember the other border was a 1 that was very skinny?
Yeah, single line.
How's it calling the border again?
The border, you put border equals, and then you put 0 for nothing.
Was
One.
that in the main?
Let's see where we put that in. That will probably be the default because we don't have anything yet. So you put border equals 0, right? Let's see what happens. I probably have something with it. Like I said, probably. I got something here for tables. Border equals 0. All right, so maybe this guy has an override in there.
So you can